Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today has been a different day in the NBA. As news has been kind of slow around the NBA lately, as you've seen from my last video, where I talked about how they were trying to talk about a man being hype at his child's game. And not only that, now we're in the position to where Carmelo had an interview on ESPN's First Take this morning. And I wanted to talk about today, does Carmelo Anthony deserve a spot in today's NBA? And I'd say it depends on the situation. Does Carmelo Anthony want to be in the NBA? Is he going to work if he gets in the NBA? Is that going to be him? Is he going to work to be in the NBA? Because if it's in that case, sure, maybe. I could see him, he could do anything he wants pretty much. I don't see, if you want to win a title, I wouldn't say start him. But he still has the ability to be a really good player in the NBA. And I think he's earned I think he should have earned the respect already of being one of the top players to play the game, period. He's not in like the top 10 or top 20 maybe even. But the narratives around him currently are that he's garbage is pretty much all you really see about it. You see, oh, you suck like Carmelo or something. They basically are saying Carmelo was absolute garbage of a player when he was a top 5, top however many player for a few years while he was in the league. And he actually had an MVP vote in 2013, which stopped LeBron from being the first ever unanimous MVP. Like the one guy who was one vote from stopping Shaq from being the first unanimous MVP. And the thing is, to act like Carmelo Anthony, of all people, is a bum is very disrespectful to that man's body of work and all the work he put in to get to the league and all the work he put in to earn his respect around the league when he had it. Because I guarantee you that, much like the basketball player Kobe Bryant, you didn't want to see Carmelo on the other side of the court if you was playing against him in his peak. Anyway, and to say, I'd say necessarily, if he really wants to be in the league, I think he can. But the difference here is, why should he take that opportunity from one of the younger guys? But then again, you have guys like Andrew Wiggins, whose the energy around him is that he doesn't work hard like the others, or doesn't really try and get better like the other young players around him and people around his age. And that's the thing. Would he take a guy like that spot in the league? And it's really a perspective thing. Are you gonna pick Carmelo up for an instant bucket off your bench? That's pretty much all it is. I think the best fit for him would be the team that paid that $27 million for last year would be the Atlanta Hawks. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Carmelo Anthony alongside your Trae Young. And I think the Hawks would be a pretty good fit. I'd say no other team really has a place for him. If they're not rebuilding, I don't see a reason for him to be on a championship squad. He doesn't really fit with the Lakers or the Clippers for me. He doesn't fit with the Rockets, of course. He can't go back there. Golden State isn't really his type of game. The Mavericks aren't his type of game. But I'd like to see him on the Mavericks. But that's just mostly just because I will use when I played NBA 2K11 in the past. he was on the Mavericks, and I would play against the Mavericks on 2K and 2K11 on my player with Carmelo on the Nuggets. I mean, not the Nuggets, but the Mavericks, and it was always fun to experience that. But I'd say Carmelo really doesn't have too much of a spot in the league that he really can go that's fit-wise best. And I think the Atlanta Hawks would probably be the best basketball fit for him. And it's really more of a, is he in shape? Can he play NBA defense still? All that for him. Because that's the big if about him right now. Because it's like he's kind of sat out this entire year. He's most likely not in NBA shape anymore. He's not going to be your superstar Carmelo Anthony anymore. We've seen he isn't likely to do that anymore. And really, he became a product and got the blame for a very bad situation, which we saw this year as the Oklahoma City Thunder went out again in the first round with Paul George and Russell Westbrook because they didn't have the right pieces around said players, and it didn't work. It wasn't a good fit the first time either, as they just got beat badly. They got embarrassed these last couple years. And then not only that, the Rockets era of Carmelo's career was really, he was good on the Rockets, I believe. It's just that they didn't really even give him a fair chance. Because like when Chris Paul kept getting injured and sitting out games, Carmelo should have been up there playing. He should have been shooting the ball. He should have been up there in the scoring. He should have been up there shooting. It shouldn't have been James Harden shooting 50 shots a game just to win. And that's why they ended up failing this season. And they try to put all the blame on Carmelo Anthony. Like it was all his fault when it wasn't. But that's where we fall. Carmelo, I don't know whether or not he could come back to the league, but I don't think he really should come back. But it's unfair heavily to claim that Carmelo is a garbage player and that he just doesn't deserve to be in the league. It's completely disrespectful. Extremely disrespectful. And I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.